What's going on, guys, and welcome into a product preview. We've got a brand new one on the table for you guys today. It is the new Kakawow Phantom Warner Brothers 100th anniversary set. Had bought these with the intention of ripping one or two for myself, so wanted to make sure we got a product preview out there since it is so very new. I am going to be ripping both of these two boxes out of a sealed case. The rest will be available for personals if anybody's interested. Let's see what we got. I have not seen anyone open these yet. I literally just got my shipment. Got two case breaks up and filling right now, but I love getting a look at what the product actually looks like. So this will be fun. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the run of entertainment releases like I am. It's been really cool seeing something different. I feel like sometimes we get a little bit inundated with sports releases. So let's take a look at Kakawow Phantom Warner Brothers. Hit in the middle, good to know. Daffy Duck, Theoden, Hector, Arwen, and our first silver M2, Monstars Silver. This is the Phantom release, not Cosmos, so for those of you who are wondering what kind of top loaders to get, regular top loaders, not the thick ones like Cosmos. Nice, traditional top loaders. Silvers do fall one in every 2 packs. Try to call out the pack odds as we go so you guys can get accustomed to this product just like me. Naomi, Mr. Swackhammer, Jane Jetson, the Cowardly Lion, and how about Gloin? As in Oin and Gloin. One notable difference, you'll notice they do not have the IP or franchises on the back. A lot of Kakawow sets had done that in the past. Keep an eye out on the checklist for those because if you are joining breaks, probably going to be an important factor. There are a couple characters who have cards under multiple franchises. For example, Gandalf is in both The Hobbit and The Lord of the Rings. So if those are separate spots, keep an eye out for that. Biffer, Betty Rubble, Poison Ivy, Solomon Grundy, and another silver. How about Marceline Abadir? It's going to be a lot of Lord of the Rings, a lot of Looney Tunes, and a lot of DC Comics. Other than that, there is a pretty nice variety of IP. There's our first Superman. And it is also a combination of live-action character renderings and animated ones. So you'll see there, that's not the Henry Cavill Superman, that is DC Comics Superman. But Cyborg there looks much more like the Justice League movies. And 3, Dory, and our silver is Parzival from Ready Player One. And again, that is the animated Ready Player One, not the live-action movie. So that is our 4 silvers right off the bat out of those top packs. There's one more silver in here. Should be 2 Final Frames cards. Yeah, there's our 5th silver. So the 5 silvers all in the top 5 packs in this box. Penelope. Bogus. Philly. Princess Bubblegum. Artemis. And Poison Ivy. That's a cool silver. Poison Ivy silver. Halfway home. Excited to see which of the short print hits we get in this. I think we're about to find out. Middle pack. Daito, Killer Croc, Darkseid, Stargirl, that is the CW Stargirl. And how about the Flash on the magazine? That is pretty sweet. It's a really cool design, actually. 169 of 288. So that is our case hit per box. 3 magazine cards per case. And I am actually going to go Card Saver. For those of you who don't know, PSA is having a non-sports special this month. Very well timed. So if you're the grading type, this release is coming out at a good time. So we got something else brewing here. Cyclone, Radagast, Gray Matter. It's our content-based card. There's one of these per box. And Final Frames. It is the Friends. One of the many Friends Final Frames. There are 28 of these. Looks like Final Frames this time they went short print. They gave that the little dazzle on the outside. So there are much fewer Final Frames than in Cosmos, which there was one per pack. These only fall 1 per 5 packs, 100 card checklist. Could probably do the math on print run. Well, actually, let's do it right now. I'm gonna be quiet for a second while I do math. It's gonna be about 2,000 print run per Final Frames card. Not a short print, but it is not the full print of the base set. Azog, Yakko Warner, Wonder Girl, Chloe Decker, and how about a Mashups Wile E. Coyote as the Scarecrow? Mashups 467 of 599. So Wile E. Coyote cosplaying as the Scarecrow. Of course. We got our die cut here. Shoto, Lex Luthor, Aragorn, Butch, and how about Captain Cold? That's actually a really sweet die cut. Captain Cold. One of my favorite Flash villains. Leonard Snart. Only one die cut per box. And last card of box one. Last pack of box one. Dr. Fate, live action Dr. Fate. Would have loved the helmet on there. Frodo. Hocus from Frosty. Poison Ivy. And our last Final Frames, another Friends. Another Friends Final Frames. That's going to do it for box one. We ended up with the Flash was numbered and our Mashups was numbered. So 2 numbered cards in box one. They say 2 to 4 per box. Let's check out box 2. And if you're not familiar, they do announce the print run. There are 100,000 boxes of this. This is box number 59,873. For those of you frustrated by the not transparent manufacturing world, Kakawow does not disappoint you there. Very, very well planned out, very well defined in what you're getting. See if box 2 has the same 5 silvers to start. I believe it will. Atrocious, Roadrunner, Mimi, Gizmo, Mumra, and H. Bard, Rosie, focus, Wheeler, Cindy Bear, and another Monstar. Apparently I'm doing the Monstars silver set. I think until now I didn't realize that the Monstars were never given names in the movie. They're just listed as M1 through M5 on the checklist here. Judith, Panthro, Mira, Cake, and Gloin. Didn't I have Gloin already? I did. That was the same first 2 silvers in a row. It's not loving that if we're gonna have duplicate silver runs. So let's see, my next silver after that was Marceline Abadir. So if this one's a Marceline Abadir, I'm going to be a little bit bummed. I don't want 5 identical silvers out of 2 separate boxes. Katana, it's pretty cool. Katana, Pussyfoot, Mohawk, Willy Cat, and that is a bummer. That is not what you want to see. Just talking up collation. It's not really what I was talking about. So, Parzival and then Poison Ivy were the next 2. Let's see if we complete the run. Easier to open packs than Cosmos, so that's a step in the right direction. But I don't want identical silver runs. Bomber, Wilma, Linka, Ranger Smith. God, that's so annoying. That's a bummer. Like, those are the hits. Those are what you're looking for. And I already know that this one's going to be the same as... Or not. Looks like the other magazine. Douglas, Robin, Ranger Smith, Linka. Oh, Wonder Woman on the magazine this time. 33 of 288. So I went back-to-back on superheroes. Not a surprise. They're kind of all over this checklist. Wonder Woman and The Flash, though. Hawkman, the Black Adam Hawkman, it looks like. Granny, Willy Cat, Mum-Ra, and there's a Monstars Final Frames. Changing it up. Contents card. Balin, Gizmo, Wheeler, Shining Stage, Arwen, 471 of 888. So we got the mashup last box. Now we got the Shining Stage is our other number in this one. It does say 2 to 4, so we might not be done. Who knows? There's our die cut. I think we are done. So 1 pack left, and that should be our second final frame. Dino, Alexander, Cindy Bear, Mira, and Biffer. Biffer on the die cut. And the last pack of my personals. I did not get to open any of the Disney Phantom Cosmos last year, so this has been fun. I did not get to see this set that they previously released on the Disney side. Very, very nice cards. Batgirl, Atom Smasher, Cake, Mohawk, and close it out, Batman vs. Superman on the final frames. Pretty cool. Big fan. Guys, I'm going to give you a little hit recap here. Overall, pretty satisfied. Don't love the collation of the silvers, if I'm being honest. That was a bummer. Looks like silvers. We're talking Poison Ivy, Parzival, Marceline Abadir, Gloin, M2, and H. So 2 different ones and 4 copies was not what you were looking for there. Die cuts, pretty cool design of the die cuts, Biffer and Captain Cold. Got to look at some of the numbered cards. We had Arwen in the Shining Stage. That's numbered to 888, your most common. Wile E. Coyote is Scarecrow. It's going to be next most common. Those are non-case hits. And then we did get 2 of the same case hit, the magazine. It's going to be 3 of these per case. Wonder Woman and the Flash is what I ended up getting. And then are your final frames. So you're going to see a ton of friends. 28 of the 100 cards in the final frames checklist are friends. No base cards for friends. And then Batman v Superman and the Monstars for Space Jam. So that's going to do it for my little personal preview here for you guys. Appreciate you watching and hanging out. As I mentioned, I've got 2 case breaks up and running on this. I do think it's going to be a pretty fun set. I like the design overall. I think the base set design is pretty cool. Just taking a look through some of what I pulled. But yeah, it's a huge variety. You're going to see a ton of repeats on the DC, the Looney Tunes, and the Middle-earth side. But very fun set. A lot of little niche stuff included in there too. Thundercats, Wacky Races, Frosty the Snowman. So just a ton of random stuff. Buddy the Elf is even in here on the base set. But yeah, keep an eye out for these Warner Brothers breaks, guys. Should be a lot of fun. And hope to see you in one of those. Take care.